going to be fun. It's going to be good. It's going to be cool. We're going to play with epic goggles today, and we're going to discuss some things going on in Magic. And overall, it's going to be good. Make sure to stick around as we get started here. Welcome. Very excited to play with this epic goggles deck. And bam! Yeah, so I love you, and I'm happy that you're here, and we have a lot of things to talk about today, with some controversy being resolved by Wizards, and some updates to the channel, and playing with the Epic Goggles deck, which is going to be really fun. So make sure to check out the deck tech if you haven't checked it out. I'm sorry about the first thing to talk about is the intro, which I would like to get your feedback on. As you can tell, I've been shifting from pre-recorded to live, and it's almost the same, except the intro is super awkward because the timing isn't right. So, yeah, what do you think about that? The advantages of live streaming are numerous, but there's disadvantages. Big fan. I'm a big fan of you. Yeah, okay. This deck's not the most competitive, by the way. It's really for fun. So the main con is that the introduction sucks, and I know that capturing attention is really important. So the benefits are it ranks higher, and people get to see it live, and it saves me time so I can do other things. So it will probably continue the live streams, and I'll just try to make the timing better. Second thing is, what do you think about the layout? We've got the YouTube chat down here on the right, and we've got the gameplay over here. Do you want to just go full screen? I kind of like having the chat over here. I don't think it's a big deal, and that way my screen doesn't cover the board. But I want feedback, I care what you think. Keep this hand not super exciting. And then moving on to other channel announcements, I am planning in next month, in about 5 weeks, changing the channel name to Travis Wizard, if YouTube lets me. I know I've changed the channel a million times, and I'm actually have more faith in Magic today, a lot more than yesterday, based on them making important updates. But I still want to branch out and play different games and mix in some other types of stuff, vlog stuff, in the future, and that's a lot easier to do if I'm Travis Wizard instead of just Magic for Good. So expect to see that change in about a month, 5 weeks. And then as for the other games that I'm going to play, if I play them, I'm going to play them. Do we want to Manamorphose now? Sure, whatever. If we play other games, they're going to be probably Friday and Saturday, which are kind of the down days for the channel anyways. This draw really sucks, but the opponent's draw is not very good either. If they have 3 creatures to discard, then we're in serious trouble. Oh wow, they do. Or maybe not. Maybe they're just dredging. Oh, wow, we're in serious trouble. Back to this dredge thing. So expect to see channel updates and more experimentation. Other announcements before we move on, and feedback that I want, I'd be interested in. That's pretty much it. Yeah, chess and Hearthstone, a little bit coming up. Sweet brews. Other thing that happened today, this is the third match I've played today, but I've had, Jesus Christ, this deck is crazy. I've had issues with my stream. I'm still learning the thing, so I had some glitches and they didn't get uploaded. Wow, this is not great against a double mulligan. We're going to bring in Anger of the Gods, which will help out a lot. That will help out a lot. Otherwise, don't have real graveyard hate. Other things going on in Magic today. Wizards of the Coast. I concede. Love the deck. Show some love here. Love the deck. Other thing going on in Magic today. Hey, yeah, we should have a little design down here of something that says like T-Wizard or Magic for Good. Alright, second Anger of the Gods in. And maybe we want to cut the Increasing Vengeance. I don't know how good Pyroclasm is really going to be. It doesn't seem very good. Snapcaster Mage might be good. Pyroclasm, Hibernation, none of these cards are so good. I had more Anger of the Gods, but ended up cutting them. Anyways, pro play is back, but I was thinking, for me, it's really not a big deal. The reason I played on the Pro Tour was never for platinum rewards. It was because I wanted to compete with the best. I wanted to I wanted to play at the highest level I could. I wanted to travel. Wanted to meet people. And the platinum, whether it's there or not, doesn't really make a big difference to me. So if that's how you feel, I know a lot of you watching don't care, you're not competitive, or you don't care that much, it doesn't affect you. For those of you who are really into the Pro Tour, it doesn't matter, right? We still want to achieve that childhood dream, and if you want that, I will help you. We still have spots in our closed mastermind group, a few left, so if you're interested in that, now's a good time to jump on it. Now's a good time to message me. Now's a good time to leave a comment and say, yo, I'm trying to get on the Pro Tour, platinum or no. I like that platinum's back, but let's do this. Send me a message and I will help. So, yes. And if you want to know my full thoughts on the changes, I posted a couple reaction videos on the channel, so you can check those out. I've made my thoughts clear, and the short is there's some suits up top that are just making orders, and Helene is doing her best. The organized play is a small department in the company, and but it's very important. And I think Helene's doing a good job, and I hope that they get more funding and more people in there. And it seems like, geez, this matchup seems horrendously bad, by the way, just so bad. After this is over, we will play we're not going to play a second match, but I'm going to walk you through the previous match we played today against Blue, White, Red, because that went a lot better, and it was a really fun match that I'm unhappy didn't get uploaded, but hey, we learn and we do 2 matches today now. Yeah, so this whole Pro Tour thing, I don't care. It makes me want to open up the mastermind to more people, if anything, and get some stuff going. This matchup is insanely bad, by the way. I don't think that the deck is insanely bad, but I think this matchup is insanely bad. What can we even do about that? Not a whole lot. Pretty much scoop them up. There's a Bloodghast coming in. Not quite. We're not dead yet. Manamorphication. I should have maybe done this in response. Blue, red. Bolt would be good. Actually, we drew Bolt. Blue, red. That's helpful. 2 damage to target creature. And then we've got Lightning Bolt to finish it off. So we're not we're not dead yet. And then we're going to be able to electrolyze, okay? Discard 1 more. In response, Lightning Bolt that thing. Although, well, hell, man, I mean, the opponent's graveyard is blowing up. But we're also not dead yet. If we can draw Goggles soon, we can survive. That's my hope. F6. Stinkweed's coming. Bloodghast coming back. But we do have some electrolysis action to buy time. By the way, Prized Amalgam is crazy, that new card. I think I misplayed a little. Gives me a chance. Bloodghast coming in. Okay, so we'll electrolyze during the opponent's turn. But I'm seriously concerned. Magmatic Insight is actually a very good draw because we need to dig for Goggles. Anger of the Gods. Anger could be pretty good. I'm almost tempted to wait on this. I actually am. because we don't have unlimited angers. We do not have unlimited angers. So if we can save them to get everything, that would be a lot better. Okay, upkeep. We're gonna make some action happen, Captain. Manamorphication. Maybe the chat doesn't need to be here because no one is really here anyways. Alright, Pyromancer's Goggles is a good draw. So we might be able to get it down. We're still at 15 and we've got a good amount of defense. And then Goggles and a double anger or something like that could be. Oh, there's a Molten Rain, which is probably not great here. See, 2 Grave Crawlers for the opponent. We can get that Bloodghast back. And we would like to stay above 15 because once we dip below 10, Bloodghast comes in with haste. Oh, maybe we're going to see a Prized Amalgam here. Prized Amalgam is a zombie and it can bring everything back. But I think that's alright. Ideally, really ideally, we draw a land here. See if there's a Prized Amalgam. Stinkweed Imp, okay. Not a big deal so far. Island, great. Actually, we can win this game. And if we win the game, I'm happy. We don't need to replay that other match. Unless y'all want to see it. Do you want to see it? Shout out to the YouTubers. I see Infernum Dogi, or is it Dog, says Wizards went backsies. Yeah, Wizards went back, and they made things right. I think that it's good. I know some people are unhappy that, they admitted they were wrong. Good. A lot of companies don't admit they're wrong. A lot of people don't admit they're wrong. Yeah, Wizards did backsies. Thank God they did backsies. I was hearing about people selling their vintage collections yesterday, which is bad news for everyone. So we can go Anger of the Gods, and we can go Anonymous, what's up? Anger of the Gods, and then we can go double Molten Rain, potentially. Stinkweed Imp, yes. I think we can win this game. What happened with Wizards? I'm not going to get into it right now because this is a playthrough, but there's I made a full video on it. Y'all can discuss if you want, but you can come out of this video and go watch my video on the channel and come back to this video later because this is going to be up permanently as crystallized into a video. Ideally, I've had to reshoot this twice today, which is annoying. Show us the other match. Okay, maybe we have a bonus match at the end. Okay, now time to make it rain on these bros. Make it rain on these bros. I make it rain. I make it rain. I make it rain on these bros. Rematch. That's what we want. We really make it rain on these bros. Okay, the opponent does have a Stinkweed Imp, and there's a lot they can still do. But we have Goggles going, and we've got Electrolyze and Epic Experiment. And it looks like the opponent didn't really hit. They've got one card in hand. Probably not a whole lot they can do here. Okay, they do get their Bloodghast back. Fortunately, we are at 12 life, so doesn't have haste. Magmatic Insight is interesting. However, what I'm going to do here is pass the turn. We're not in an actual rush to get things done. We could Epic Experiment for 4, but that's not very exciting. I would much rather use Electrolyze, yikes, to try to stall a little bit. Todd Courtney, I was kind of excited with you about Half Convo, opinions about Wizards. I never hit you back. Sorry, man. I get blown up with messages, man. My inbox is huge, so I don't always respond to everything. But the best way to reach me now is via Snapchat, actually. You can slide into my DMs, and I respond to most things on there. So sorry to everyone I didn't respond to. I get a lot of things I can't respond to at all, but I do try. Okay. You may choose new targets. I'm trying to choose new targets. What the fuck happened? I think I might have goofed up. Oh well, whatever. I know you're busy. I didn't reply. You should follow up, man. If you really want someone's attention, don't just send them one message, right? Okay, we're gonna Magmatic Insight, and I'm actually gonna discard Fumarole. The reason being, we want to have an untapped land next turn. Maybe I should have discarded the island, because we're probably gonna draw one anyways. Yeah, whatever. Okay, cool. We have a Snapcaster Mage. So, we're about to win this game. Cool. I posted a concert on Snap. He responded. Scott Carlson, yeah, I respond to almost everything. And I post really cool stuff on Snapchat. I made a post today about controversy marketing, how to use controversy to your advantage. Post a lot of book reviews, Bill Gates, Travis D. Woo on Snapchat. Follow me on there. All y'all viewers. Narcomoeba. Okay. Opponent at 7. So we could snap Lightning Bolt. That would be an option. But Snap Electrolyze seems a bit better. Snap Electrolyze, Snapcaster, Electrolyze, 1 to each. Where are you? Electrolyze, ding, ding. Okay. You know what's fun? Winning is fun, especially with the janky ass brew. Although you could say the same thing about the opponent's deck. It's jank versus jank. Okay. Todd says, giving you shit. Why would you give me shit, man? I don't like shit. Give me love. I'll give you love. Is that a deal? Deal? Love for love? Love exchange? That's my preference. Okay. Bum 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 bum. Epic for 6. Epic for 12, baby. 2 on the stack. For yeah, opponent gives us the LOL. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. Molten rain. We did it, guys. Electrolyze. Bam. Making it rain. We make it rain on these bros. We make it rain. We make it rain. We make it rain on these bros. So we won. I wouldn't expect to do that all the time. I'm interested in maybe Pyroclast. By the way, Anger of Gods is obviously our best card by a million miles. But I think that we might want Pyroclasm to buy time. Lotleth Troll is almost unbeatable. We got really lucky that game. Maybe we want Flame Slashes to take care of Lotleth Troll. Right quick. I'm going to try this out. A few more burn spells. Maybe Molten Rain maybe isn't super great. It was pretty good that game. Kilnan UK, what's up? Why not combo Goggles with Cruel Ultimatum? Yeah, Goggles Cruel Ultimatum is on my list, but I thought Epic Goggles would be a more fun starting place than Cruel Goggles. But I have thought about Epic experimenting. I'm going to keep this. It has Goggles. It's not great, but I don't know that I want to mulligan. This is like keeping and losing almost. But mulliganing is not necessarily better. This hand is quite good if we draw Magmatic Insight or an Izzet Charm, and we really need Goggles to win anyways, so I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, I've been thinking about Goggles and the Cruel Ultimatum. Oh, oh baby, oh my God. Yeah, Insolent Neonate is sick. Prized Amalgam, Bloodghast. This deck is really good, I think. The opponent's Dredge deck. It seems really good, actually. Can you send me the list? Possibly? Over Facebook? Or YouTube message? Or Twitter? I'm into the deck. Although the good news is we've drawn an Anger of the Gods. So that gives us a chance. Crucible Companion asked MTG Lion on the Pro Tour live feed if he would do a collab video. And he went silent. Yeah, maybe he doesn't want to collab with you. Scott Carlson, Goku, Belichick, Kamehameha touchdown. Please do a collab with me. That doesn't work. Here's what you need to do. Please is not value. You need to offer value, right? If you collab with me, you will get tons of views, or come on my channel and pitch your mission and your product to my audience, or I have a big channel, right? Please is not a motivator that people respond to. What is a motivator that people respond to is any kind of value. So that's my recommendation. If you want to collab, if you want to get collabs, offer value, right? Make it, you could even pay people for an interview. Some people do that, but have to think, why would MTG Lion want to collab with you? Why would I want to collab with you, right? And this isn't to be a dick. I'm going to help you and tell you because I do collabs with influencers, not just on this channel, but on Hoops Movement and on my other channel, right? And the way you do it is you message them and you say, "Hey, I have this is my mission and I've got this really cool stuff that will benefit your audience and and I'll edit the video for you and you'll get some subscribers for this and this is for the good of the viewers." It's not even about manners, it's about value, right? It's just a business deal, like it's a trade. What can I do for you, It's not really dickish, that's just the way it is. So, I'm hoping that we can survive here. We do have Anger the Gods, which is helpful, but if the opponent ever Venge Vines us, then it's game the fuck over. What if we did Magic? It helps if you already know exactly, right? I got on one of the biggest basketball channels by saying, "Hi, I am a specialist in landing in basketball. No one talks about landing, and it's a really interesting subject that your audience would love and would really benefit basketball in general if this information got out there. Are you interested in doing a collaboration? It would be mutually beneficial for you, and you would get subs from me," and so on, right? I'll push traffic your way, right? It's not about what I want at all. There's no please. It's here's what I can offer you value. And this is how you can do interviews and build your network with powerful people. Okay. So, faithless looting. I think we want to remand that. We definitely want to remand that. Okay, so I'm going to untap and anger the gods. We have no choice. But if the opponent is able to play 2 creatures, then we're going to be dead to these Venge Vines, which is unfortunate. Because there's a good chance the opponent will be able to play 2 creatures in a turn. But if we don't anger the gods now, we're just going to die. So let's anger the gods now. We won a game, which I'm happy for. What's good, Danny Wolf, people coming in. YouTubers, again, my lovely one drop, I asked what you thought about various feedback at the beginning, comments, and so on. And I would still love to hear. All right, so we're not we're not dead yet. We're just probably dead is all. We're just probably dead. So here comes a prized amalgam, another Stinkweed Imp, which fortunately is not a big deal because the opponent has so much stuff that can come back. That would be really bad for us. Okay, so on this turn, what do we want to do? We could hold up Electrolyze. Yeah, but I think actually we want to remand, and I think that we want to hit a land drop for next turn so that we can Pyromancer's Goggles. So we're going to do that instead. Maybe we miss a land drop this way, but I'm going for the tempo game. Try to survive here. And the opponent actually doesn't have any, or they do have Dredge. They actually do have some Dredge. If they ever play 2 creatures in the same turn, we're just going to lose. Pretty much off top. Not actually 100% guarantee at this point that we would lose to that. Bloodghast, okay. And the amalgams come back, so that's super bad for us. But we can potentially untap and then Goggles. Looks like we're going to see a Faithless Looting, which I'm going to respond to with Manamorphose. This also is not quite lethal yet, but the opponent can play Gravecrawler and Stinkweed Imp next turn, which would be the game, so I think that we're probably fucked here. I have a question for you. Slim combo you play, win or lose. I'm not very good at MTG unless I lose often. I just don't care if I win or I lose. Like, the goal is to lose, actually. I don't want to win all the time. It would be boring, right? I can play tic-tac-toe with kindergartners, and it would be boring, right? Okay, so Amalgam's coming back. We can draw Anger of the Gods and maybe hang on. Bugs being quoted here. Molten Rain. Okay, so pretty much we're going to play Pyromancer's Goggles and we can play a double Lightning Bolt. And we want to destroy the zombies so that the opponent is less likely to be able to Vengevine. 6, 7, 8. I think that it makes sense to do this during the draw step. I'm a third grade teacher. I pwn students in tic-tac-toe. Little Timmy, get pwned. GG, noob. Alright, move into the draw step. See what the opponent does here. And then yeah, okay, cool. So, I mean, we're still probably going to die. Like, there's so much that can go wrong here. Return this to the battlefield. Fine. We've got 14 points of burn in hand. We have more than that, but we need to survive is the problem. Or maybe we can 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we could go for the throat if we go 6, end of turn, 6, and then 2. But the problem is that we're just going to die to 2 hasty Vengevines for 8, 11, right? We're just very dead is the problem. What we need to do is use Lightning Bolt to survive. We could Lightning Bolt the Amalgams right now, which would prevent the opponent from playing Gravecrawler, and hopefully prevent them from getting Vengevine back. So I would like to go for the throat, but we need to try to survive the turn. There's still a good chance we just die this turn. But there's now a chance that we can survive. Okay, different target. Okay, Amalgams are dead. We still might die if the opponent can play 2 creatures. They have no zombies, so they need to have an Amalgam in hand. Tuck the video off the battlefield. What does that mean? Tuck the video. Yeah, can we get some graphic design for something down here? Could look cool. Hey, we're not dead. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, here's a way to not care about losing. It's just a game, right? You fuck up in life and it can have dire consequences. You fuck up in Magic, it's whatever. So it just doesn't matter, really. The more you lose, the more you realize that losing just doesn't matter. Stinkweed Imp. Alright, well, if we can survive, then we can win. There's another Goggle. 3, 4, 5. So we could play Goggle and then play Lightning Bolt to survive. And then next turn we go 4, 8. So we've got a couple options here. We could play Goggles and play a Bolt. And then next turn we can copy and do 3, 6, 8 damage. 8 plus 6 is a win if the opponent can't kill us. Oh, Goggle is legendary. Thank God I'm streaming. Thank you, Timsky. It is, you're right. Wow. See, big win for streaming versus doing it live. I would have fucked that up. So we could Molten Rain the opponent's lands, which would probably... We need to go for the throat, I think. 6. Dang it, Anonymous. So we've got a couple options here. We have enough mana to play Electrolyze and Lightning Bolt, which is 6, 7, 8. And then untap, we can do another 6. So basically, we either go for the throat right now, or we go double Molten Rain, which would put the opponent to 10, and then bolt them to 7, and untap and do 6 more. I would like to go for the win here, which means hopefully just pass the turn and hope that the opponent can't kill us on this turn. I don't see why they would be able to if they weren't the last turn. So I'm gonna ship the turn and hope. I think Anonymous is just trolling. I don't care. Like, his name is anonymous, or his or her name is anonymous. 95%, 98% chance it's a him, right? If your name is anonymous, of course you're going to be trolling, right? Draw. Oh, the opponent's going for the top of the deck. That makes sense. So I chose to go for the win here with Burn. I chose to go for the win. If the opponent gets Vengevines back, we can survive, but fuck. Well, we're not dead, but it definitely sucks a lot. Well, actually, Molten Rain wouldn't have made this better. But here's what we can do. Oh, the amalgams come back too. This is so bad. Super bad. Anonymous over here now giving life advice after trolling. I would be careful about who to listen to, perhaps. Yeah, how can we survive now? What's it gonna take to win? Because the amalgams are coming in. That was a good top deck, but I mean the opponent was likely to top deck anyways. Here's the thing: we can attack for Fumarole for 4. Right now we're taking 8. If we bolt these Vengevines, then it's 5, and we're not dead, and we can electrolyze these, and we're not dead. And we could maybe top deck Anger of the Gods. Alternatively, is there a way we can try to survive and burn the opponent out? I don't really think so. We could play 2 Electrolyzes. It seems like we just really need to bolt these Vengevines. Although I think I should have actually electrolyzed first, although it doesn't make a huge deal. Okay. Bolt these Vengevines, so we're not going to die, but don't bolt, then we can't win. If we don't bolt, we die. If we don't bolt, we literally lose right now to damage. So if we don't bolt, we can maybe win by drawing Anger of the Gods. But alternatively, this actually gives us a chance of winning if we top deck. Top Deku. Okay, there's a Fungal Reaches. We're still not dead next turn, actually, necessarily. You can live with the... We actually couldn't win with Electrolyze. I mean, we could have copied the Electrolyze, killed a Vengevine. Yeah, maybe you're right, we could have survived. But then we still have to do 14. We untap, we bolt for 6, and that's 8, right? So I don't think that's the way that we win. I think the way that we win is we triple Electrolyze. I think the way that we win is we draw Anger of the Gods, right? And survive with as much life as possible, because we can live a couple turns. There's another Goggles, which is not a great draw. So I want to pass the turn, and I want to use double Electrolyze to survive. Fungal Reaches. Red, red, blue, red, colorless. Oh, here we go. Let's do this. Red, red. It's a tough play. I'm not 100% sure. I want to Molten Rain this Watery Grave, and then hopefully 6, 7, 8. Hopefully use Electrolyze to survive a turn. I could have Electrolyzed immediately to go for Anger of the Gods top deck. Maybe I screwed that one up too. But sometimes you just got to make a play. This is a tough game. This is a tough game to play. We can also draw Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, too many epic goggles, man. Too many. This is fun. Streaming's more collaborative. And I want to know if it makes for better or for worse video, though. Because more people watch video than the stream. So here's what we need to do. We need to double Electrolyze. And we need to kill 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can either kill Gravecrawler, Gravecrawler, Stinkweed Imp and take 7, or we can do 4, 1 and take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and the Vengevines come back. So what are we supposed to do here? Do we want to kill an Amalgam and a Gravecrawler, or do we want to kill... Yeah, let's do the double check the math. Triple check. Kill Amalgam, Gravecrawler, we take 5, 6, 7. We're taking 7 either way. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's not go back and focus on plays earlier, whether we think they were right or correct, is very important to always stay in the moment and looking forward in competition. Thought is finite. You can't do too many things at once. You can only have one type of thought. So it's a very common mistake in Magic and in sports to keep thinking about a past play. That play is totally done with. We need to move forward right now, right? So it's really unclear to me. I kind of want the opponent to bring the Vengevines back because we're only winning off of... Our only chance of winning is off of... I'm going to kill the Gravecrawler and a Stinkweed Imp because... No, I'm actually going to kill a Prized Amalgam and a Gravecrawler. Which is better? I'm not exactly sure here. Actually, I'm concerned about copying the goggles because I had an issue with that earlier. But I just need to make a decision. We're going to kill an Amalgam and a Gravecrawler and take 7 here. And hopefully we will top deck. Actually, I'm going to go for the... Yeah, I don't want to kill a Stinkweed Imp. I don't want to let the opponent dredge a Narcomoeba. So we're going to copy this. Okay, we can still lose because I don't know how to use this. 1 damage. 1 damage. 2 damage. Yeah, I think that it's bugged or it's hard to use. Are we going to lose this turn? I really hope not. Damn, yeah, I did 2 damage to the... we lost. Whoops. Couldn't figure out how to do this. This was my concern from the beginning. It's like, we're probably going to screw that up, but... Oh well, we lost. And we... oh well. Oh, I would like to top deck to draw. I think we were probably going to lose anyway. We needed to top deck. That was cool. There was some arguing, or not arguing, disagreement over what the right course was, and that's how we know it was a good game. It was... had a lot of tough decisions, and we grew smarter from it, and we learned a couple key things. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if you're hyped up on the Pro Tour still, send me a message. You can work with me. For those of you who don't really care about it or on a lower level, take the free deck building workshop. There's links below. Take the deck building e-course. There's a link to that below, the ebook. Take the tournament success preparation. There's a link to that below. And I'll see y'all on Patreon as well. Shout out to the chat, and thanks to y'all on YouTube who leave comments, and there's more experiments coming. I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna do, but I'm having a fun time on Twitch or on the chat. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it on. It adds a degree of pressure and complexity, and there's trolling and people giving me shit, and that actually bothers me. I'm sensitive to that. And if I put a time barrier up, it makes it easier. So it's not a guarantee that I keep the chat on, not because y'all do anything wrong, because I just know how people are, but how I am. I have a hard time with live stream chats for 5 years, so I don't know if now's the right time to bring it back on my channel. I think it increases my stress, my cortisol, actually. So I try to make decisions about how long I think I'm going to live, actually. I think I will live longer if I don't have the chat on stream. So there's a good chance I don't have the chat, and you can reach me via comments later. I think that I should make the decision of how I'm going to live longer, actually. And the chat stresses me out. Even, yeah, it just does. This isn't a new thing. So Um, I'll make a decision on that. But thanks for tuning in. Anyways, click all the links below. Thank you. I love you either way. It's not you, it's me. I hope you understand. So that was a fun game, and take care. Adios. Peace. Peace.